Who would like coffee?
You think, Joe, you want to go?
Two frogs, that'd be enough, I had two frogs in my garden that I'd taken from tadpoles, and I had extra tadpoles, and I just dumped them in this pond in my garden. So when I was moving out, I had to take the pond out and level the garden. It was an old sink. And underneath were two frogs this big.
Oh, God.
That are about 2 or 3 years old. They were bullfrogs. And so I caught them, and I wanted to dump them in a creek up on the mainland, and yeah, they were huge. They were really this big, and
From a tadpole.
yeah. So I had them in a little cage, and I had a brick on top of the cage, and I had set it outside, and I was going to leave them there, and the next day take them up. Well, one of the cats sat there and looked at them for 3 hours. He just sat and stared at these things, and they'd move around and he'd go like that. So finally I decided, well, he was going like that, so I decided to put him inside. So I put him inside, and I went to bed that night, and I got up the next morning, and I walk in the bathroom, and there's something big in the toilet, and it starts moving like that. And I'm going, whoa! And I just awakened, and it was early in the morning, and I was a little bleary-eyed, and there's this big black thing in the toilet all of a sudden moving around like that. And then I realized it was one of these frogs, and they'd gotten out of the cage, and this one had found his way into the toilet, and he was just swimming around, having a great time. And the other one, it took me half an hour to find.
Yeah. You thought one of the monsters had come from the deep.
Yeah. Boy, I didn't know what was going on. I'm glad I didn't sit on the toilet or something like that. I didn't see it.
He told me he wished Mother had been visiting at the time.
Yeah, that would have been fun too. She'd have seen
You
that.
might have gotten a bed trick. That's one of her
I think you
tricks.
should tell them about our
What?
skunk.
Putting lilies in the bowl. Oh.
And Elizabeth used to grease the toilet seat.
Well, yeah.
The woman I bought it from said, I told her it was for my mother. She says, "You're gonna get a whooping for this." Whooping. That's what she said.
You might go to a bar. I don't know what it is, but I don't trust you, Stephen.
One more time.
Stephen, you have to show what it is so we can see it on the
Show
camera.
what it is. Show it. What it is. Oh, spider. It's a tarantula.
They had one of these on the TV.
No, it was one of these rubber ones, and she went in to take her shower, and all of a sudden you hear,
These
"Wah!"
are real things, and they have feeding times.
Oh.
And they have special
The best one
time
was
that
when
they feed the tarantulas.
Did Diane tell, can I see
We
that?
lived in this
But they have them out, and
apartment,
they
it was
have
and